Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel guys. Welcome back to yet another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. You're very much welcome. So yeah, if you're new here, my name is Pili Barbara and thank you so much for tuning in to Pili Barbara's Entertainment. And you guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video to your friends and family. And yeah, thank you so much for your time to click into this video. So yeah, today I do have a big head if I get to it because I'm doing hair and the sister couldn't finish because I came from work. She had to start doing this hair and because she couldn't finish, it's already late, and then I just had to cover it because yeah, it's not done yet. So even this video guys, it was supposed to be done earlier, but because I had to come and wait to start with Inwell, and then my video is late. But anyways, I thought I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm just thinking let us just go through this one a quick. As we know guys, with this thing going on the internet, it is about Owamie and her ex-husband Bigguy. Yo, it is going down because it is a lot for me. It is a lot, especially the fact that okay, these are two people who were married to each other and now they are divorced and they are just dishing out each other's dirty laundry. But in my worry, it's not really about their dirty laundry, it's about their parents' dirty laundry, which I find it very disturbing. And for me, it's disturbing. I was sitting here the other day talking about how I find it wrong for people to be fighting using their parents' past, especially ukuthi singabatwana nje sikhona emhlabeni umzali wakwathini kuze kube khona wena. It was because of the audio that Bigguy gave to Lentikal about Owamie. We all know that every time Bigguy have to say something, he goes through Lentikal. Which I find it wrong, even though people come to say, hey, Bigguy. Then if we say Bigguy, start your own channel so that you can say your story instead of going via Lentikal. And if why need to start a channel just because Owamie has a channel? Because I find it so wrong for Bigguy to go via Lentikal. I'm saying this because this is about two people who are married to each other and they separated. Why do we have Lentikal there? I'm saying this because the audio, now that people are saying Bigguy responded, the audio, Bigguy did not respond himself. He gave it to Lentikal. Lentikal came here and made a video and exposed that audio when it comes to Owamie's parents. Her mom was actually the helper here helping her sister, and then she got pregnant. So it was two sisters, of which for me I'm not surprised because I know of a lot of people was changing in their family, something like sisters married to one man or auntie something like that. That one happens. There are some people who prefer to have a family member. I don't know if when it comes to Owamie's parents, they prefer that or I do not know when it comes to that. But the audio was exposing the fact that Owamie's mom was here just to help around and then she got pregnant with Owamie. And then I was saying to me, guys, why in the why must city masilwa because I find that audio very, very disturbing. The fact that I'm saying that over two on the internet, something like that. But that audio was via Lentikal. The only thing that I see Bigguy have said now is that comment that he wrote. I'm gonna put on my screen. That is the only time that I see. I've seen him comment there and there, but everything when he has something to say, he has to go via Lentikal. I'm sorry, my sister, I have nothing against you, but we just have to state what it is, right? He goes via Lentikal, knowing that when he goes via Lentikal, it's gonna hit Owamie, and then when it hits Owamie comes guns blazing. Yeah, not to do la video mo channeling ya high. But my problem is Bigguy na hana channel utloya via Lentikal. So I find it very disturbing because I find now good Lentikal, she is in the middle of the situation of two people who were married. Now they are fighting. Now we've got the vault in the middle. So not that I have a problem with the vault. I honestly don't. But that thing Bigguy no Owamie, I find it very disturbing. Stay away from people who know each other naked, right? Abantu ababili abazana benquma umntakababa ungazingeni indaba zabo esikhathini esiningi uzothini kusasa when they kiss and make up washala angithi. So I would appreciate if Lentikal I know she's got her problems with Owamie and whatever. She must just go on with it, but without using Owamie's ex on Bigguy. Something like that. That is just my opinion. The problem here is that when you try to say your opinion, kuna bantu baka Bigguy, kuna bantu baka Owamie, kuna bantu baka Volt. So people are gonna come, but we have to say what we see. Mina engubona nje ukuthi phakathi kwabo kuno-lentical, which I find it very disturbing. I even said it on my comment when it comes to Ubuntu info entertainment news. I think I see a lot of problems when it comes to Owamie fighting with a lot of people. Because the brother was talking about how Owamie is just having so many squabbles with so many people, and I think I've spoken about that as well. And yeah, too much. She just want to respond in each and every problem. Remember, she's been in this thing with Volt, with Unfold Heart, with Musa Kaula, she's got so many videos fighting those people who are just trying to come for her, which sometimes I prefer if she does not respond, because once she responds, I always prefer Owamie just, don't respond. So the fact that the brother was talking about how we've got a problem with so many people, it is true. It is true. Owamie, she finds herself fighting with so many people, and she even said to herself that day, "What Uteng too much for all this, right?" I think she said that. I said it in my language. I think she said I'm too beautiful for this thing. And she ngapangapana a lot. But I find it very disturbing, because are you gonna manage to ngapangapana everyone now? As you can see now, people are stating the fact that when we are launched, you are always fighting. We are always fighting. Can't you ignore some of the things that are said about you? Can't you ignore? And this thing, yeah, Owamie Bigguy, honestly speaking, I don't mind. Kuphume uVolt endabeni zabo, because uBigguy wanna go via Volt. Volt hlala eceleni, let these two people abazana benquna umntaka baba balwe bodwa. Futhi mabefuna ukulwa ngabazali babo, ayi sizamile nokuzama ukukhuza ukuthi don't use parents. But ibonakala ngathi ayisebenzi, because Bigguy went to Volt ngale audio enomaka Owamie. Now Owamie makes a video. Owamie comes out and dish out the Bigguy. I'm like, kanti besingakhulumi le ndaba yokuthi don't fight using parents. Manje sebeyala manje, they are using parents. Engakufisa nje Volt hlehla mntaka baba. Yabona ke manje mase kunjena mntaka baba hlehla. Njungayingena. uBigguy makunento amelayisho akayisho somewhere. Akayisho somewhere, because when he goes via you, it gets very messy, because it pisses off that one. When it pisses off that one udla ka ditaba zabazwadi ba Bigguy. Yabona ukuthi manje upartner ndawo mntaka baba. Phuma nje odabeni lwabo nje zama ukuhlehla. I know now you have a blacklist to fight with Owamie, but don't use this Bigguy, because manje ngathi uthela umlilo paraffin angazi sekukuningi. Let them fight, because ngathi nokukhuzeka bakhuzeka ngithi, because Bigguy is gonna say this, Owamie is gonna say this. The only problem that I have, they are using their parents matters. That thing that was said by Bigguy, Owamie's mom, it was that and that, it was wrong. Sahlala la sathi ku wrong. Now Owamie uhlala lapha, Owamie does a video and also dish out Bigguy must go do a DNA, because that is not your surname. I'm like, my. Sekuzindaba zikamaka Bigguy manje. Bese sakhuza ukuthi uBigguy ufakela nomaka Owamie nangu naye uza ngendaba zakamaka Bigguy. Zinkulu ke manje lezi ndaba. Hayi mina angisazi, you guys. It's a lot. Engakusho on the platform, it's a lot. It's Owamie via Bigguy. I'm glad Volt uthutsi. She just released that video from Bigguy, the audio. For now, she's quiet. I would say stay quiet. Because now Owamie saying if Bigguy dares, like the brother infotainment was saying, why is Owamie saying if Bigguy dares? I do believe to Bigguy now he has to say his side of the story, but don't go via Volt. Say your side of the story about is a plan, because when you go via Volt, I find it very disturbing. Why are you going via Volt? Say your side of the story, like to just say your side of the story, because it's wrong for Owamie to try to shut you out, to say if you dare say this, I have more. Obviously, Owamie if he dares her. Ukhuluma ngokuthi unezindaba zabazali bakaBigguy asazozidisha out. If uBigguy dares her, uBigguy on that message, I can hear ukuthi he says, oh, he's got more, and Owamie has got more, Bigguy has got more. Yabona indaba zabantu ababili abazana benquna ukuthiwa azingenwa ngoba manje ngathi sizosala siphathe nendawo. some people are gonna come for us for saying our thoughts. Nje mina I prefer ukuthi nje mangabe be prefer ukuhlaza kanje emphakathini mabaqhubeka bayihlaze sizamile ukuthi okay ningafaka abazali if what a messy situation. Because ifaka abazali phakathi ukuthi manje sekuvela izindaba zokuthi abazali abantwana bakamama kaBiggy ngathi kahle kahle abazalwa. Mara why parents Owamie why that info that Owamie just gave away ukuthi Biggy must go do a DNA actually. What if Bigguy's father did not know anything about that and then she gets it from the internet ukuthi ex makoti wake uthi apparently this one nayibona ukuthi iyabhetha nayibona nje ukuthi iyabhetha guys ngoba nifaka abazali phakathi mhlambe nendaba ezaziyimfihlo ezingaziwa manje naskip and then she speaks about how Bigguy's parents when they met, Bigguy's mom had a child, Bigguy's father had a child. They had to abandon those kids for them to be together. Umaga ka Biggy walahlingana baba ka Biggy walahlingana ke for them to be together. Those people are older than Biggy. In fact, she was talking about how he's not a firstborn, right? Ushuthi kunengane nje were abandoned just for this couple to be together. We only find out on the internet. And I find it very disturbing because maybe most people did not know. Guys, for me, if they want to embarrass themselves, these guys have been divorced. How many is it? Are we up to 2 years? When did these guys divorce? They are still fighting. But I think the problem is because Biggy went to the Vault Entertainment with all that info. When he knew that the Vault has something with Owamie, he went with all that information, gave it to the Vault. The Vault comes to fight Owamie using that info. That's where the problem is. If it wasn't for that, I don't think we were going to be here. I don't think so because they're separated, they are divorced. Manje sekuza ama past and they passed ile information ephuma no Biggy igcwele kulindikhala ngathi une info uyipakile uhleli nayo. That's why after the promise thing and everything, and then the Vault brings that audio. Actually, Umaga Owamie was a sad chick. She cheated here. She stole her sister's husband. She what? Started in a high, guys. And then that pisses Owamie. You know why it pisses Owamie? It goes via Lynn. That's why it pisses Owamie. It goes via Lynn. Lynn, who's now in court with Owamie. Litikal is in court with Owamie. They are suing each other for defamation. That information, yeah, Biggy I feeling linked to fight Owamie. They are in court for defamation. Now there is more. Biggy goes to the Lynn again, and then Owamie now comes to say, lava boy too. Uthe akafuna ukukhuluma kakhulu ngoLynn. She's just dealing with Biggy. So uLynn bazobona ne court. That's why I'm trying to say to the sister of mine, my colleague, my beautiful girl, Litikal. Ababili bayazana benqona umntaka baba musu kuhlala uyingena stay out of it. Even if you have something to fight Owamie, use your own, stay out of this one. I said nje hypothetically speaking, one day they kiss and make up. Uyosalaphi mntaka baba? Uyosalaphi? Angithi yabona still going on and on. These two are still going on and on. One day, let's say they decide to kiss and make up. Wena. Hayi iyeke nje le mntaka baba is getting me. Yabona ke mabefuna ukuyihlaza ngoba manje they're embarrassing themselves. According to me, this is just embarrassing. How we are telling people not only in South Africa, remember, these people have followers everywhere. Outside of South Africa, people who are being given the information ukuthi umzala kabani uzela abantwana bakho nendoda eyodwa lwana na hey wayekusiswa ke yosiza laphana wafike nawe ngesethola ingane kwathiwa makavela athathwe nangu all this. Why ningalwi ngendaba zeni man? Owami unale mjolo wa how you can Biggy try to fight Owami using mjolo wa high akiri wawutsiba liwe na Owami fight Biggy using mjolo wa high akiri he cheated and all that. You've been bringing videos anyway. Bringing videos about Biggy. Fight him using that. Don't use the parent stuff. But why is Slaza? Guys, nabona nje Slaza. Owamie and Biggy. Guys, Slaza. Yes, this is getting too much on the internet. It's everyone now. Everyone is talking about you guys. Now everyone. I wasn't gonna make this video, but I found out that everyone is talking about you guys. The only thing that also made me wanna talk about this because I don't find people who are calling out Litikal for being in the maker. I find her in the maker because all this info Biggy has been giving to Lee. This is why that one Owamie gets pissed off because it goes via Lynn, the person whom they are in court. Yayibona inkinga ekuphi? Why bangaqondani ingabi no Lynn phakathi, right? Because uthula manje, but she's the one who released the audio. It's not Bigguy who released the audio. People are like, Bigguy came here with an audio. Bigguy came with an audio. He did not come with an audio. An audio went to Lynn, from Lynn to the public. This is where now Owamie gets pissed and comes straight to Bigguy at wena ngizokubona ecourt, wena ngizodila ngawe, ukhulume ngoma wami, ukhuluma ngabazali bami, nami ngikhuluma ngabakho. Ngithi mntaka baba kuningi. But why parents? Why kumele sishayane ngabazali? Why ningaqondani nanodwa ngemjolo yena omunye nomunye nomjolo wakhe? Angithi abazali sishilo sathi abazali ngwabazali. Manje why ke na manje guys niphosana ngendaba zabazali? Anishiyeni nje eceleni uma nifuna ukuzihlaza ephakathini, nifuna ukuzihlaza on the internet. Continue slathering yourself. Angifuni kwazi ukuthi abanye ba slow, omunye nje uslow azabe slow kuyo yonke into. Mara sikuzwayo kuningi on the internet. Guys, matter why must two people who used to love each other come out to be like, no, this is just too much, Lina. It's too much. It is really too much. But why putting the parents? I'm just imagine now Bigguy's mom and Bigguy's father. The info that Owamie has to dish out and all that atsamaye Bigguy etsa DNA yo, it means ukuthi nje Owamie vele wayithi bhanje indaba yokuthi hayi bazalwa wabo yi1. After Bigguy lena atsamayele hulini ayori hey umaga wena Malinzo when he go Malinzo yo Dawe ababili sometimes yeke my darling ababili nje abake bathi bonke hayi iyeke mntaka baba, this is just no. Owamie, the brother who addressed you about having so many fights, I'm mntaka baba, he's telling the truth. Owamie, you've got so many people that you are fighting, matter why? Why Owamie? Do they start you? I think some you start them, some they start you. And then when they start you, when I wanna come and address the video you're not gonna manage, girl. You're not gonna manage. Some of it, ignore it. You are not gonna manage. There are so many people that we've seen you fighting out here. The brother did not lie at all. Seriously, you are just going. No. Even your name Bigguy, you've got so many videos when it comes to Bigguy. Allow him to also say the side of the story. To say his side of the story when I was wrong. But when I always talk, right? Because vele babulelani unaldi videos ezingata ka Bigguy family high. So if Ilena wants just to say a little bit about you, because he does not say too much, that guy, he said too much to Lynn. That's where he said a lot there, right? But he does not really talk too much. I only blame him for giving Lynn the info about the whole thing. You know, I only blame him going via Lynn, but he doesn't really talk a lot. But every time when he speaks, when Bigguy it can't be when ubulela awusiyena asaharabi. Agree when abulela ka wena and then wabaharaba. Then allow Bigguy to also say his side of the story, right? Riko yena uringi according to what when you say to on the internet about yena libatswadi ba high. If he is responding, let him respond. Engakucela nje don't put the parents. Gore mang bele go jang mang kuningi lokhana Owamie kuningi nawe Bigguy nje lokho kunikezwe Lynn is just way too much. Kanti nibangani nanijwayele ukulala nonke empedeni nibangani okungaka kasinama exes sila nabanye babantu abazi namagama. I just left. You know me, I'm that ex ukuthi vele nje mangiphuma kuwe ngiphumile ukuthi ngizotshona ngidlephandlephana nawe. I don't have time. Honestly, I don't have time. Why Bigguy no Owamie niyadlephana kangaka? Why guys, why you were married, but this time around it's just something else, like a king. Guys, you are embarrassing yourselves on the internet. You honestly speaking, kumele sinitshele niyazihlaza. Aniboni niyazihlaza guys, like everyone is talking about you. It's like wow, Owamie Bigguy, wow, Owamie Bigguy. Guys, niyazihlaza guys. It can't be this way, man. Even us, we are on the internet, we are on the entertainment, you know, on the entertainment thing nathi ex mara awuzange wabona sizala nendaba zama ex wethu avele nje. That's why ngithi mina ngiyakhohlwa ngingaphuma khona ngiyakhohlwa. But why are you guys having this messy one? Where now you are putting your parents into this whole thing? It's just not okay. Futhi nixabanisa nama families makunje. Imagine what Owamie's family is gonna say about this whole thing elikanhle mo. Elikhulu bayidishile kanhle. Imagine what Bigguy's family is gonna say. Why vele nimele seven sama families to fight ukuthi anisathandana? Or nisathandana guys, you wanna go back to each other like king mara king. Like honestly sometimes I used to think it's like Owamie is not over Bigguy. I'm sorry Owamie, but I have to say this. The way, like I said before, you always speak about Bigguy. Why can't you leave and move on with your life? If why do I feel like you are still entitled? You are still, because if you are always gonna be speaking about your ex, some of us we will feel like also more. We feel like I know he cheated, you were hate and everything. You're always doing videos about him and his family, videos about it. It makes people think, even me included, that we are not over him. He's gonna claim that so I'm happy. I'm like he's slow. Obviously, he's gonna speak slow. But what is going on now is we are feeling like you guys are not over each other. Maybe Bigguy cheated. Separate. Maybe this thing is not really over, because if it's over, I don't have to say anything about you. I could see how in Sibira Rinangwana, or Felerumusherang Kurkitar, hey, Ragadi Pampas Yangwana, or Ragadi Jutangwana. No, you don't even share a child together. So much yin a pelanga gadilla. Ngati calling doing a pelanga. There is some unfinished business. Remember when Owamie came here to kind of say like that the Jesus son is no longer there. I said on my other video, if you guys do watch my video, I said, is it not that men were about to felt uncomfortable and unwelcomed? If you do watch my videos about Owamie and stuff, you will find that I said, is it not that Jesus son felt uncomfortable because unalti video zenga Bigguy every story time keep Bigguy. And then that man feels uncomfortable, unwelcomed. I feel like when you are still hanging over your ex, that's what I thought. I even asked how big that Jesus son has why? Is it not because he thought ngangibuza njalo ngangasho ukuthi ngiyasho ukuthi uJesus sana uxoshwe indaba zokuthi owamkhuluma ngophi ngangibuza ukuthi is it not the fact that you are always talking about your ex and this current men that you have, they feel unwelcomed? Ababona ura wa mo kira lokishana ku ya ka mutho o ka rusantsana na le ex ya hae ka pilung ya hae ka nnete. I was asking that even when a Bigguy, this thing ne etsamayang e diragalang gona eno o ngumzulu putwa lento eyenzekayo ngawe no Owamie since esezwa ngolini via lini phela wena ke since esezwa ngolini ke ukuthi you now have a partner. She even showed us the picture and okay, this is Bigguy's now girlfriend. Lini now mntaka babayi lini now phakathi inside man. And kathi uBigguy ukunikeza yonke le info ukuthi share to Owamie, share to the public. Hayi lini, my sister, you are phakathi inside in this one. That's why mina angushinga pande, because you are there. This whole thing Bigguy has moved on with and his girlfriend and regularly on Lily's channel, right? The World Entertainment. Bigguy. So do you think your current girlfriend is gonna be comfortable? She's also gonna feel like when the ex ya hao lisalwana ora gore wena vele you are still, lentizo yenza ukuthi ama current partners wenu angabe comfortable and they are gonna leave you because they are gonna feel uncomfortable. They are gonna feel uncomfortable. There is no way you can have a partner and you are still busy talking about your ex. Ayiki partner engavuma ngihlale njalo nje la ngine partner nansi la every time I'm speaking about my ex. Uzothini lo muntu? So that's why I'm saying king eli gore igagantse Owamie linto li Jesus son. And when a Bigguy, are you not thinking ukuthi nomuntu onaye manje uzofila uncomfortable ukuthi into yakho no Owamie ayipheli izokwenza ukuthi manje lo mama onaye angabi mnandi nigcine kusasa you are not together, Owamie naye akasena nawe awusena nigcine nibuyelana. Angithi batamazi lapha kama khona mntaka bayophinda ame futhi. That's why I'm so worried about Lynn. ukuthi mntakaba amanzi mayesaphinda wela yoma lapha ke hamba khona uzobukuphi dade. Uyabona le ndaba ukuthi ayipheli, uyayibona welindikala ukuthi ayipheli le ndaba le abantu ababili abazana benqunu ayipheli le ndaba. Kunini kodwa kwahlukana nje kunini ayipheli le ndaba. Ungabi phakathi inside mntakaba imele eceleni nje mele yabona nje manje hayi ngokungada shem mina nje eyami nje ngiyibonayo as long as people are still talking about each other still busy ba ile gore ba gaga nayi khona le ntwe ile gore isofeli mo khona le ntwe ile gore isofeli nama people they can pretend to move on and just pretend ukuthi they have moved on awuna moved on mo hawu awuna moved on ikhona into esamele ilungiswe la ikhona angeke phela sibe sibhizi ngama ex and phezulu kwaloko sisebenzisa abazali nibafakela nabazali kulezi ndaba zeni zokuloko nidle phana on the internet. Sizwe izinto ezingaka ezabazali pho hayi guys man hayi kanti guys anikhuzeki ninjani vele ninjani ngempela njani khuzeki. So there are still going to be more videos about parents here. Or I'm asking, is there another video about Biguy's parents food? Bigguy don't know which. Must we wait a little bit more from Lady Carl telling us about more Owamie? I'm just asking. That's where you go when I got info. I only saw this message of yours and I do agree when it comes to that. Is it a comment? I only screenshot from someone. I do agree with you there. Where now every time when you have to pay formula, Owamie gets angry and you know, but Owamie must allow you to also say your side of the story. You know, now you know, aguti when uthule. I say you also have to say story sakho nawe. But the problem now uhamba via someone. Why mntakababa kanti yini? Masingathi Bigguy create your channel. We will subscribe. Never to Bigguy manga create channel uzothola 5,000 subscribers in 1 week. Because a lot of people are so entitled. Yabona kule nto le uBigguy makungathiwa nje nansi i-channel kanhlanhla hlongwana hayi siyokugcwala mntakababa ngavele vele indaba siyazifuna. I'm not going to sit here and pretend gore na ke ratiti taba ke. Sizo subscribe. Asho indaba zakhe. Kanti since when you are giving your story to Lady Carl, what do you get? Because Lady Carl gonna make views there and make money. Ka your story. When you create Bigguy, what do you get? Or I'm gonna make, you know, videos. Ka stories are high. When I make videos, so I wanna make videos at 18k views, 20k views. Ukreate chalete mo. Namumthethisa ngabazali bakukhala esidla mntakababa ukhala esidla. Wena Andata kumele khali hlafuna yabona manje bokushaya ngabazali bakhe nawe kumele ukhale mntakababa uhlafuna ngoba hayi kati ziyabuya manje wena your story you are giving it to someone they go and make money ka your story. That's where I get confused. Besides, if you are getting something, because that one is your story, but it's on someone else's channel, what do you get when? Because if we say Bigguy, start your own channel, why Bigguy channel? He's gonna get something from that because stories are high. Imagine if all those videos from the vault that Bigguy gave the story to the vault, if that was Bigguy's channel, imagine the views that Mugai was gonna have and the money that you could have made right now. The videos are high, the stories are high, the videos are high and everything. Owamie and Bigguy, she's been making money. The family answer the video wena because your story goes to someone else. Views are high, channel get high, chalate get high. Obviously, wena ukreya ntakababa uthola nona Bigguy. So singathi qale yakhe channel kuze now at least uzothi noma uthethiswa nkosi yami kodwa ukhala udlile. Why your story you give it to someone else? Do you get a cut? What is happening? Because I can see the whole story. I'm just saying. Mina vele nakudala ngasho into le isaqala ku up and down Owamie and Bigguy. Why can't you open your own platform? There are faceless channels here. I know maybe you are shy, maybe since about slow and all that. But if you can start your own channel, you just make a faceless channel. And just the audios on make that audio, post it on your own channel. Uzobona views over lapho wena angithi abantu bayifuna indaba kaOwamie abantu do that. Uthethisa umntakababa ukhala udlile Owamie ukhala edlile noma umthethisa ngabazali bakhe ukhala wena. That's my question. I feel like it's unfair for you because you don't have a platform but you can create your own platform. We create the views how ube stories how more people are gonna come wena kunga monetize in 2 days wena. But singathi Bigguy qale yakhe channel ekuba nabantu abazema side na ku comment section hani miyekeni why nimfuna enze channel yakhe ngathi we hayi angithi siza nombono angithi siza nombona mina nje ngiyabe ngicabangela uBigguy. I think he's gonna make a lot of views. Ngathi lesi story sigcwele kulindical kube uBigguy is got oh wow. But singakhuluma hey phela kunabaka Lini, kunabaka Owamie, kunabaka Nhlanhla. Hayi sekukuningi uzithola usuphathi nendawo uthi uyacommentela lapha nabaza under your comment. Jesu ke morena. Sizothini? Ayi kodwa Owamie niBigguy niyasihlaza bafethu. Hayi niyasihlaza especially when it comes to parents. Niyasihlaza. Owamie niyasihlaza guys. This is too much information yabatswadi on the platform. It's too much. Liwena tsothi dishileng mabane, it was just something else for us. Especially ukuthi nje akenza DNA. Owamie siqeda ukukhuza nje ukuthi waye uBigguy akhuluma ngoma wakho lapho sowalala nkosami nawe uvele wathi I kodwa guys nenzani kodwa. But anyways guys, I just wanted to perform. I felt like I was like angizukuyenza le video because that day ngenzile video ngo Owamie no Bigguy according to the audio from Vault. Namhlanje mangibona yonke lenyaka kuyenzeka ngathi ngathi namhlanje ngizothula bazongithethi ngoba vele ungakhuluma ngoWamie no Bigguy no Vault kunabantu bazokuthethisa nje. Ngathi hayi ake ngithule. Ngabuya nje ngazenzela umqhino wami later ngithi hayi kodwa ikhona into engiphefumule. I really wanted to call out Lindical because guys you don't call out uLint but she is phakathi inside. She is. No matter we want noma singabe siyathanda noma ngabe sithandi noma ngabe the diamonds are gonna come but she is there, right? The channel is hers. Got information yamang ya Bigguy, right? Because Bigguy does not have a platform. Masisho futhi sithi Bigguy start your platform uzozenzela into yakho nawe uthi nje makukhona nawe ofuna ukukhuluma say it on a platform uzobona umuntu olapho. Right? Uyabona abantu abagcwele kuyonke indawo ngestory sakho no Owamie yababona Bigguy yababona. But if that was your channel cabanga ama views owatholayo uthi noma ukhala mntakababa according to me nje indoda ayikhala idlile kodwa nje ukhala usuthi mntakababa kodwa ke wena usuthisa abanye abantu you prefer to just but anyways ngiki choice ya how I'm just saying my thoughts nami I'm just thinking out loud kudala nga think out loud ngathi kube nje uNhlanhla uyaqala yakhe channel Owamie story sakhe yasibeka la yenza ama video enza imali uNhlanhla hlongwane naye yabeka story sakhe channel yakhe yenze yakhe imali anti bafuna ukuyenza imali about each other. But bese siba nenkinga yokuthi istory saka uBigguy yena uhambise le okwakhe. That's why ngithi mina I find uLint in the middle. Not that I have a problem with Lint, but then we have to say it like it is. She is here in the middle. That's why nginenkinga ukuthi ngathi indaba yalabantu ngathi ayiphelanga kahle. Kodwa uLint part nendawo. Uma beyilungisa beyithi umntana abantu sale side. That's what I'm just saying. And I'm thinking for her. Ukuthi one day uyasala egcekeni mntakababa amanzi eseyabuyele ayoma la ke amakhona. Ususale egcekeni bese futhi kuba ihlazo ukuthi hey wayivele senzani wayithi uyenzani endaweni zabantu ababili angithi indaba yabantu ababili abake bathandana dade ongengeni ithanda ukuba nzima but anyways you preferred to fight Owamie using that but hey bese ngobani akiri we are just saying what we think anyways hey kungatha mo interneting man uthi yakule channel yazi kudala nje ngipatrol sisi nje bebengenza inwele ngi online ngikule channel yeah wow mangabe guys ma breakups anjena ay abadle ngihlale this can be but we've got exes thina man we've got exes man but anyways this is their life this is what they prefer now Lini you prefer to be phakathi inside I dade ke kodwa yayibona la ukuthi hey Gubi, but anyways, I wasn't here to bash anyone. I was just here also to just say the way I see things, right? I was just here to say the way I see things. I see two people who were married. Now they are no longer married. They are dishing out their parents' is dirty info, not theirs, their parents, you know, something like that. So it is messy and it is quite embarrassing for me. But I feel like it's way too embarrassing for two elderly people. Bakhulile labantu badala mabengaka. Sizolwa angathi singamateenager angathi sizingane zesikolo sile ku internet siphosana ngamagama, siphosana ngabazali ukuthi wena uma wakho wathini, wakho uma wakho wathini. I find that one very very embarrassing. It's really embarrassing guys. Near embarrassing honestly niyasihlaza but anyways guys your thoughts on the comment section, like the video, subscribe to the channel and then I meet you again on my next one.